is our medicine. She said our diversity is our medicine, gathering all the beauty in the world in one unifying sentence. And how could I challenge her? When I have sampled a taste of utopian togetherness, trading in a lens of ignorance for a culture of multiple expressions, narratives, and languages when I was younger, I never spoke about how intense I studied the human condition, hoping to make sense of complex emotions shown by the world travelers and globetrotters that would eventually settle on Canadian soil, watching moments of contemplation flash like brainstorms only to transform into revolutionary actions. Actions that would ultimately alter my understanding of what it feels to know when one is home. My earliest memoirs begin with my father's Guyanese shoulders embracing my mother in moonlight shuffle, as if they had memorized a famous routine from a champion figure skating couple, when he would halt his waltz to kneel to the ground and tuck us in under blankets that warmed our bodies from the bone-cold floor, those winter days when we first arrived in Ottawa. Shelters becoming natural habitats until this glowing city of growing capital helped us back on our feet. In these days of decades past, I would meet faces attached to stories that carried history from all across Earth's marvelous landscapes. It was on Elmira Drive, an Irish street where I crossed cultures from everywhere. I found lodging in the communities that shared the same longing as me, spoken in a language of triumph and resiliency, witnessed in the silent pride of a Cambodian man's smile who hides the pain of all that he and his wife left behind to find new hope in a country that promises a better life. He shows no teeth, but his grin is chin high and his lips beam with glory, as if the future told him that eventually it would all be worth the journey. A language that reflects the ancient family lineage recited from a Somalian mother's call for her children playing chase in the twilight of autumn's eve, as if tribe and siblings had the same meaning. She sings out names from the corner of her mouth like I've never heard it before. Samata, Abdifatah, Muhammad, Nasra. And all at once I could taste the camel milk flow from the Horn of Africa, sweeping peninsulas to exotic islands in the Caribbean, where Haitian diasporic doorsteps played zouk and compa and elders' hands fried fish and chicken drumsticks, sizzling stoves blowing smoke through windows that would invite the auditory senses into a euphoria of nostalgia and hospitality. When the Creole escapes from their throats, you can hear the resistance still chanting freedom songs from the motherland mixed with the chance to start a new renaissance on the frontiers of a liberated land. It didn't take much for us to celebrate the everyday. And when special occasions came, ceremonies to enjoy commemorations, we danced the Lebanese dabka as if it was taught to us through breath and lung rituals that matched the rhythm of the sacred lute and tabla. Or at least watched in awe as men with frames the size of goalposts dipped low and leaped beyond whatever struggles their fellow countrymen had to face back home. All that I was searching for, from subtle sunrise, midday sunshine, and moving well beyond the shimmering sunset, could be captured in these intense interactions of harmonious rapture, a place where my heart could be embedded in the art of solidarity. And my understanding of our collective Canadian identity unraveled in that single moment of affinity when she said to me, our diversity is our medicine. I will never know what memories she carried beneath her skin that would lead her to share such welcoming empathy. An Indigenous woman who spoke truth beyond her own history of trauma, beyond her own history of trauma that has robbed her of her rightful claim to reconcile home. Maybe it was her native traditions that reminded her that we are one. We are one once we defeat the walls of ignorance and isolation. But in one unifying sentence, with wisdom beyond my experience, she showed me that if we ever want to know how deep our beauty and empathy resides, we shall see it in the hope, the healing, the stories, the joy that lies in the newcomer's eyes.